Reeves, shot clock at 8, plenty of time. Nice rotation. Hachimura, 3. Rebound hustling is Christie. To the cutting James.
Again, I will say this. Year 22 to yoke on someone like that. Are you kidding me?
What more do y'all want from LeBron? Yo, next year LeBron's going to be 41 years old. He just made All-NBA for a record-breaking 21 times. Mind you, second place for All-NBA is at 15, and it's a tie between Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kobe Bryant, and Tim Duncan. Take that in. The second place gap is 6 All-NBAs, and all those guys are retired. It's actually ridiculous. And yet still you have basketball media pundits and ex-players talking like this.
Man, you're taking up a whole spot for the All-NBA team, bro.
Who? Why did somebody just push him out that spot then?
He did. He tried to at All-Star, man. Just didn't want to. He didn't play and then didn't want to give up the spot. I'm holding up these spots for these young fellas.
Hold on. So LeBron, 40 years old. They was what, top 5 in the East?
3.
Top 3
in the West.
Top 3 in the West, and he's averaging how much?
North only played 60 games this year, so he's
There's a negative 55 plus minus for the year.
Who?
LeBron
What does
James.
that mean?
He's the only player on the All-NBA team with a negative plus minus
On this year's?
Yeah.
Or just ever?
this year.
So it does. So what does that mean?
He didn't play very good.
Now, Rashad's whole argument about LeBron being minus 55 and that's why he shouldn't be on All-NBA, that is completely flawed and fraudulent. And I'm going to tell you why. Plus minus has always been sort of a weird suspect stat. I mean, I saw earlier this season, SGA had like 35 points in a game, but they lost by like 30. So because of that, he was like a minus 30 something on plus minus. But let me take this a little further with the help from somebody on Reddit. In this Reddit post, somebody said, tonight James Harden went for 21, 2, and 11, 41% from the field. Joel Embiid went for 35, 17, and 5 on 68% from the field. And he played a total of 8 less minutes for the game. And guess who had the better plus minus? Harden finished with a plus 18 and Embiid finished with a minus 1. Let me repeat that for you. Harden finished with a plus 18, scoring 21, 2, and 11 on 41% from the field, while Embiid finished with a minus 1 after filling up the stat sheet with 35, 17, and 5 at 68% from the field. If that doesn't tell you how flawed plus minus is, I don't know what else does. And I mean, yes, plus minus does serve a purpose when it's a big sample size, but you have to look at everything all together. You can't just look at a plus minus and say this person does not belong on all defense or all NBA because of it. But it feels like it's kind of on brand with what's happening right now. I mean, I'm not saying that LeBron has tons and tons of fans and a lot of Glazers that kind of just make people hate him, even if they wouldn't, because some of y'all are super annoying.
Gold on each, even more impressive than his.
Okay! From the logo!
But that being said, making 21 All-NBA teams, that is an incredible feat. And then if you couple that with all of LeBron's other accolades, I mean, 4-time NBA champion, 4-time NBA MVP, 21-time NBA All-Star, NBA all-time scoring leader. I mean, the list goes on and on, finals MVP, etc., etc. But it really feels like right now, anybody who still doesn't see how insanely great LeBron is kind of just doesn't like him. I mean, there's even media pundits right now going above and beyond saying that he might be on the juice. And I mean, nobody knows for sure unless you're training with the man, you're with him all the time, and that's not me, and it's probably not you watching. But this guy on FS1, his name's Rick Bucher. You might have seen him on a show called Speak. It's on Fox. Paul Pierce is on there from time to time. He had this to say, and it sounded kind of crazy hearing it from a guy who's employed by the Fox network.
I don't know of anybody who has said, yes, I sought out LeBron to find out his secrets. I certainly, look, I appreciate LeBron for what he's done. I just don't make the assumption that everyone wants to be him. And there's also the nagging question about exactly how he's maintained such extraordinary fitness at such a ripe age. Now, whether there's any basis for the speculation, and I think you all know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to voice it because I don't have the means of backing it up. But we all know what the speculation is out there. And I can assure you there's plenty of it privately by players and personnel in the league. Like, I've always thought, maybe it could be. And I've had players and coaches say things to me like they take it for granted. They assume it's true. It always catches me a little off guard. They're just like, oh yeah, that's going on. And look, and it could be jealousy. It could be just wild speculation or gossip, being presented as fact but it's there. And even regardless, it takes a great deal of dedication and discipline to do what LeBron has done with his conditioning all these years, even if he's getting some sort of boost.
Now, yeah, that's clearly all speculation, but the way he said it and left it out there, it's kind of like he wants you to make assumptions because everybody knows the way people work. Like, you don't even actually have to say something. You just lead them in any direction you want to lead them in. And I mean, he isn't the first person to suggest something like this. I remember Kevin Garnett, when he was on the Stephen A. show.
Bron got to be on some goddamn stuff that ain't came out yet, bro.
I don't know what the hell's up.
Bro,
I can't believe what I'm seeing, and I'm so grateful because you know me. I want to be in LA in June, so I'm not mad. I'm very, very happy to see him doing what he's doing. I ain't apologize for that shit to nobody.
I'm that straight shit, up man. I need some of that new, goddamn. I need some of that new. Bring that. Let me get some of that.
Damn right. What he doing?
So, I mean, there's always been a lot of speculation. And I mean, in professional sports in general, it's always going to be something that's up there because, let's face it, there are guys who do that shit. It just is what it is. And when you see somebody doing insane things for a way longer time than anybody else has ever been able to, I mean, we know what Vince Carter used to look like when he was around this age. Shaquille O'Neal, Michael Jordan, who was still amazing, but not LeBron level amazing at 40 turning 41. So of course there's going to be people that are going to suspect some things, but sometimes you got to really look at who's saying it because a lot of these guys are not really talking to you in good faith. A lot of these guys don't like LeBron for one reason or the next, and they're willing to make up any type of story or fan a flame, so to speak, in order to get the media or the crowds turning against him. I just want to know the truth. If he is on that, I want to know. If he's not on that, then please shut the fuck up. And it's not fair to really throw that speculation on him if we don't really know any of the answers. I mean, from Kevin Garnett, he's an ex-player. He can pretty much say what he wants. He's not hired by any network. But for a guy like Rick Bucher working for FS1, working for Fox, it is a bit suspect and a little weird that he would let those type of things slip out, even if he didn't actually say the words. Forming and crafting the opinion around it, it is a little shoddy. But y'all let me know what you think in the comments below. You think there's any gravity, any weight to this whole opinion on LeBron and if he's having a boost, like Rick Bucher put it? Or you think this is absolutely foolishness and this guy needs to shut the up? Because if he wins another championship, these guys are still going to hate on him and have their opinions. This is all I think LeBron needs to do. Keep putting out these podcasts. Keep making episodes of The Shop. Take care of your two boys and Bryce and Bronny. Keep dancing, keep eating tacos, and live your life. I mean, the guy has accomplished everything and then some in the world of basketball and in the world of entertainment as a whole. The man made a Space Jam, even though I hate it, it's garbage. But he did that. Most people can't say that. So, I mean, anybody who's still trying to hate on this guy and trying to move the goalposts to say that he has to do this and then he has to do this and then he has to do this, it's like, come on, bro. You're just a hater. You're just upset. It's ridiculous. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time.